Years ago, when I was working at a little guitar shop in Athens, Georgia, I got to meet David Allen Coe. Very strange guy. Very, very strange guy. But he is known for writing the ultimate country and western song. It's called You Never Even Call Me By My Name. It's a classic. I'm going to do the ultimate country blues song. So hold on here. All right. I'm going down this road feeling bad. Going down this road, I'm feeling bad. Going down this road, I'm feeling bad, low, low. Ain't gonna be treated this way. I got me down in jail on my knees. Got me in the jailhouse on my knees. Got me in the jailhouse on my knees, low, low. Ain't gonna be treated this way. Feeding me on cornbread and beans. Feeding me on cornbread and beans. Every now and then they give me a little bit of cheese, low, low. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. It's an old little variation. Now these $2 shoes don't fit my feet. These $2 shoes don't fit my feet. $2 shoes don't fit my feet, low, low. Ain't gonna be treated this way. Takes a $10 shoe to fit my feet. $10 shoe to fit my feet. Well, I guess in the old time of cans, you used to be able to get from Kmart. And I ain't gonna be treated this way. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. Going where that old climate suits my clothes. Depends on if you're Harry Nilsson or not. Climate suit your clothes. Ain't gonna be treated this way. Going down that road feeling bad. Going down that road feeling bad. Going down that road feeling bad, low, low. Ain't gonna be treated this way. Just about dropped the last chord. All right, so I promised last week I would do another song in a closed D position. Now remember, this is the regular old C chord. Good old C chord. Everybody knows to play C. It's the first chord you learn. It's the most important chord, arguably. C and G7. If you were to go through the annals of music, you will find that most songs have been written in the key of C. Most folk songs are in C, D, or G. Hank Williams recorded almost exclusively in C. if you can go, you can play about 75% of country music, okay? If you can do the same thing, finger picking, you can play about 75% of old blues songs, okay? Now, a lot of times they would do open tunings, do open G, open D, it doesn't really matter. But this is nothing more than a C chord moved up, and we play it with our higher fingers and bar. If you really wanted to, you can bar it. Pretty good. I mean, you know, it's a hard chord to bar. But if we play like this, and just kind of grab these two strings here, three strings I guess with your first finger, we get this chord. This chord is very important to learn because it opens up playing the key of D in fingerstyle. Otherwise you're over here, right? Now you can do that. Let me see. Yeah, you can play a little buckaroo, right? Well, I don't even remember what the next chord is on that. Yeah. Okay, wonderful tune. I'm just kind of wandering now, but all right, so we're going to take this D chord and then just add those notes to it like we're making a C chord, all right? And you hit this note here. I guess it's an A, all right, so D, E, F, G. That's the fifth of the D chord. So it always just sound good if you bounce off that note. Super simple, right? I'm just holding down three strings with three fingers, and then I'm bouncing with my pinky. Now that's going to be, what, a D6? Yes, that's a D6. Just barring three strings with one finger. Super simple, right? But you can get that kind of almost dobro type sound. And that's actually kind of like what I just did when I was doing buckaroo. I went, yeah. Let's see, I think that's flat picked. Let me just use my fingernail for a second. Right. Classic Buck Owens song. It was her signature. But anyway, I'm just sliding up to F. Is that F? Yes, I believe that's F. And the A. Now I put that back in context because, you know, we've wandered a bit, but so no, it's E. Okay, so stop on the E. Technically that's a D9 chord. Okay, so very simple, and it gives you that dobro sound. I'm kind of thinking like Bashful Brother Oswald when he used to play stuff. When I say this is the ultimate country blues song, I literally mean that everybody in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, etc. played this. Every blues musician, every country musician. So it has roots. I can't remember the guy that, Henry Witter, I think was the one that first recorded it in the 1920s. He was from Appalachia. He was a white guy. And old-time musician. I think it was bass and harmonica was a backup. But since then, I mean, Etta Baker played a version of it. John Hurt, I believe played it. I know Doc played it a ton. I mean, I could probably go down the list of like 500 blues musicians who played it and 1,000 country musicians. So let's start again here on the D. And I'm just going to bounce on this A note. It sounds good to me. I mean, you could just stay on it and go. But I like go. All right. D6. All right. D out of the F position. That's an F chord moved up. Or that's F, G7 to G6, just moving one note. Now I'd like to stop on that A note because I'm next going to go into an A major to an A7, right? Fifth chord of the D progression is A7, but we can go. All right, one more time in context. If I can get in time. Almost missed it. Always hard to think about a song than just play it. When you start thinking, that's when you get messed up. The best players, the best musicians, watch Mike Bloomfield was the ultimate, in my opinion. I mean, Jimi Hendrix may be the greatest guitar player ever lived. Mike Bloomfield is like my vote. I mean, seriously, dude blew my mind when I was 14, bought a Bob Dylan album, Highway 61 Revisited. Is that right? I can't remember. Yeah. Anyway, Bob Dylan tape in a gas station for $1, and I heard Mike Bloomfield play for the first time, and I was like, I have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, dude was amazing. Absolutely. So, all right, so after we do that, very simple. Now, these are actually rockabilly licks. This is the kind of stuff I picked up from listening to all the rockabilly guitarists of the 60s. But Brownie McGee did a lot of this stuff too. And all we're doing is movable chords up the neck. So I'm going to go. All right. A, B, C, D. Let's get some noise out of the guitar. Bar it. Slide it up. You're in A position. You know, A, long A as they used to call it. I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way here so you can see it. Long A as they used to call it. Moved up. So, 7. That's a G. Where do I find this G? Well, remember this D? E, F, G. Yeah, guitar's actually that simple. Remember Joe Pass said there were just 3 types of chords, majors, minors, and sevenths. Everything else is just moving a finger one way or the other. That's actually the secret to playing guitar. About choking myself here. Yeah, anyway. Back to the D. Now, optional, I did this I think once. I see. Or it's not, well, that's not quite right. It should have been, yeah. Because it's an F, D, E, F is the third note, right? So we go. It's a little awkward. Play it any way you like. Leave it out if you don't like it. And I'm going to go A7 here, again out of the F position. Back to D. See if I can get that in context. I mean, you could leave that note out. It's a little hard to get to and out of that position. You know, whatever you like. Then I went back to this position, played a few verses. No problem. I could do that open, of course, but I think the closed sounds better. Third break, I used the F chord, all right, and slid it all the way up to a D chord. And F, E, D. Same G, G. Now I'm going to use a G7, the old Merle Travis G7 chord. He used it all over the neck, but it's in a G position. It's a little brighter. It just adds a little tone, a little color. And then A7, just move it up 2 frets. Again, a Merle Travis chord. So there are a lot of tricks in here. Like I said, it's inspired by both blues and country, and you got a lot of hot pickers. I mean, phenomenal blues players have done it, phenomenal country players have played it. If the only thing you ever heard is Woody Guthrie's version, you really messed out. Woody Guthrie, I knew Arlo Guthrie, okay? I knew Arlo Guthrie. I have a lot of respect for the Guthrie family. Woody Guthrie was an extremely overrated musician. Sorry. He was a bad singer. He was a bad guitarist. He was a communist, so everybody celebrated him. I mean, I would tell Arlo that. I'm sorry. Arlo was real nice to me. He was real kind. I appreciate the body of music that Woody Guthrie put together. Not a fan. Pete Seeger, again, communist, got popular because of his politics. Better musician. Much better musician. Arlo was great. Arlo was so cool. I mean, he really, when I was a kid, I mean, I went to visit him one Thanksgiving in Massachusetts, and it was pretty cool. Basically, I had the run of the place. He's like, I'm out of town, just do what you want. And I'm like, wow, So I had lunch at Alice's restaurant. Arlo was cool. I understand the influence of Woody Guthrie and Pete Seeger, but musically, Woody was not that great. Arlo was definitely the talent of that family. I'm sorry if that offends somebody, but Arlo was. I guess he's still around, but I mean, talk about a really cool guy. Arlo Guthrie was a really cool guy, and I'm sure his dad was very cool as well, likable. Probably why he was popular, but I think it was more a political thing. Musically, not so great. His version of Oklahoma Hills, compare it to, oh gosh, what was his name? Well, it'll come to me. Compare it to the original version of Oklahoma Hills. Lights out, no comparison. I mean, one's an actual picker, the other's a folk strummer. Yeah. And of course, Hank Thompson's version was the best. Hank Thompson used to hang out with Merle Travis, and just one of the best. But all right, we'll go through it one more time. We're starting in that old D position. All right, so here we go. I missed it. Sometimes so much harder to play slow. All right, y'all. With all the mistakes, and I have a little bit of a cold, so you may notice my nose is itching right now, and I'm a little gravelly. So I am actually going down that road feeling bad, but it makes me smile to play guitar and play a good old tune. I hope it's done the same for you. Talk to you next week. And now I can't get the camera to turn off. There we go.